What up, man? It's big brother K-Rino. K-Rino. Here with y'all on this Friday night. I meant to get with y'all a little earlier, but a little bit late. My plan was 10 o'clock, but I had to take care of a couple of things, man. But I'm glad to be here with y'all another Friday night live, and we're gonna do this in the this one will be of the open topic variety. So y'all know what the business is, man. Feel free to ask any questions you have, or put out what you want to put out, and comments. And if you want me to elaborate on something, that's cool. If I'm able to, I will. If I'm not, then I won't. Had a few things I wanted to talk about, but now all of a sudden I can't remember what I wanted to say. And I'm mad because I can't remember. But if it comes back to me, man, I will think of it. But normally when I do the open topic, I already have a few other things that I kind of want to go on. But but I guess we'll just keep it like we've been keeping it. We'll just start it off with some commercials, with some housekeeping. Y'all make sure y'all go get the 2 new albums, Audio Optics and 7-Hour Block. Oh man, I'm trying to. There we go. That's a little better. These 2 CDs. That's right. I said CDs are available at SouthParkCoalitionSite.net. Y'all go get both these albums, man. Both of these albums. CDs. Yeah, CDs. Y'all go get the digital too, but go get these albums. These albums. I just happen to have these sitting up handy as well. See, it's funny when you can look at, does anybody know when this album came out? Is there anybody that can tell me when this album came out? And to everybody that has ordered the albums already, they have started to be shipped. So they on the way, y'all. They on the way. Overseas as well. But what year did this album come out? Somebody say 1995. Nah, this didn't come out in 95. I wish this did come out in 95. 2022, Chris Shipes. So if this came out in 2022, I'm trying to see if it's on the back of the CD. Okay, yeah. Okay, so if this came out in 2022, 2020, hold on now somebody said 2020. This came out in 2020. Okay, it don't matter. The point I'm making is, this is how your big brother been working. This feel like it's old to me. This feel like an old album. Like, man, this one of my old albums. But it's not. If this album dropped in 20, if it dropped in 2021, it just turned 2024. So this is like still pretty new. You got a bunch of rappers, bunch of y'all favorite rappers that might have put an album out in 2020 or 2021. They ain't dropped nothing else since then. If this came out in 2020 or 2021, which I have no idea what year it was, bro, since the time that album dropped, I done dropped 3. 3 more. Who doing that? Man, y'all don't appreciate me, man. Y'all don't appreciate your big brother. I'm gonna mess around and retire. I'm gonna hang it up. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna go 8 years without dropping an album. I'm gonna be in my 60s when I come back out. I'm gonna be 67 when I drop another one. Because y'all don't appreciate me, man. Ain't nobody putting out this much work. This is all in This is like in 3 years. More albums in years. 4 albums in 3 years. Some people ain't got 4 albums in their whole catalog. Somebody's whole catalog consists of just, they got 4 or 5 albums. I'm tired on y'all, man. I'm tired of this disrespect. Sick of it. Sick of it. Y'all know I ain't gonna retire, man. Come on, man. Y'all know good and well that your big brother ain't gonna retire. But, you know, man, it's the I just feel like we are in a time where quality is not oh man. Lindsay say, come back playing the flute on them boy. I ain't gonna infringe on the great Andre 3000. I'm not gonna infringe on that brother. That's greatness right there. So maybe I'll learn how to play another instrument. I'm gonna learn how to play the xylophone or something. Come out with a whole xylophone album. But I just feel like we live in a time where quality is just not appreciated. It's like, dude, we ain't dropping no albums just we're not just throwing no anything out. We ain't just putting no anything out, bro. This is food. This food, bro. We feeding y'all, man. This is food, bro. These are like meals, like the content, man. Y'all playing with me, man. Then you got these rappers that's dropping these projects and they give you probably maybe 1 or 2 songs, and the rest of it is album fillers and all that type of stuff. And y'all good with that. Y'all good with that. Y'all cool with that. Every song. Come on, man. Got something for you. Got something for you. Anyway, that's the end of my rant on that. Y'all go to southparkcoalition.net. My bad. Site.net. That's the website. And y'all go get a physical copy, man. Go get a physical copy. Whoo, that 3 hurt. Jovan said that's a whole feast right there. Man, look, that's like food storage, bruh. Storage, man. Appreciate the love, Jovan. Appreciate the love, Brandon. James say that he get paid at midnight. That's what I'm talking about. Salute, man. Bryson, I appreciate the love too, man. Thank you, man. Support your artists. See, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Can I give y'all a compliment real quick? I want to give a compliment to all of my true to the bone supporters. Respect to the fly by night people who, you know, because everybody's not gonna like everything I do. I understand that. I've been doing this too long. You know, there are people who really love my work, no matter what I put out, and there are people who say, he's all right. You know, I mean, I like that one song he did, or I mean, that's respectable. You can't expect everybody just to love everything you do. That's disrespect. People say, nah, he ain't really just one of my favorites, but he cool, you know. But the thing is, to my diehards, the ones who really rock with me like that. See, I was having a conversation because we was talking about people getting canceled and all that. And I was saying, look, you can't cancel somebody who has a hardcore following, a hardcore support system, because they gonna rock with, because they know you. They know you. So any fly-by-night casuals that come along, or anybody who tries to come along and say, well, this guy is this, he's a hater, he's a racist, he's a homophobe, he's a whatever labels that normally lead to getting people canceled, and then they may take a piece or a clip or a lyric or a sound bite or something, and they say, well, see, this is what he said, and they don't take into account the total context of what was said, and all just the complications, whether they do it intentional or accidental. The people who really rock with you, they know, and they come to the defense. So that's like, when Dave Chappelle, they wanted to cancel Dave Chappelle on that last comedy special he did, not the one that just dropped, the last one. It's like, you can't cancel that dude because his following, his people, they know. It's like, dude, you can't cancel Dave. He got the support. Same with what Cat Williams, Cat Williams got the internet just turned inside out right now. Same thing. It's like, you can't, he speaks freely. You can't cancel him because the population of people that ride with him, they locked in. They locked in for life. You would have to do something egregious, for even your diehards to say, oh no, I can't support that. It would have to be something along those lines. So I just want to compliment y'all, man, because every time I come on here, I see a few new names. I see a few people that, oh man, I never seen this guy before. I never seen this lady before. But for the most part, I see a lot of the same people that y'all come on these live streams and y'all spend y'all valuable time chopping it up with your big brother. And many of y'all support the music, Some people say, well, man, I'll just listen to it on YouTube. That's fine too. I can't knock it, but that's a form of support. But real support is to go break some bread and support that. So I want to compliment y'all for all my diehards, man. I don't call y'all diehard. I'm call y'all live hards. My live hards. Yeah. Come on, man. It's open topic, man. So let's go in. What's on y'all mind? What's on y'all mind tonight, bro? Etra said I bought it on Amazon digitally. Oh man, I appreciate that, Etra. See, that's what I want people to understand. I'm not telling people to not get the digital. I mean, I don't care if you got it on Spotify. And we don't make. I already told y'all the Spotify game. What was that last week? I held that penny up. How do I always have a penny? When I held that penny up last week and said that if y'all stream my album, if y'all give me one stream, if one of y'all go right now and stream one of my songs, I don't even make this for that one stream. Y'all remember that? We're not gonna revisit that. But I appreciate it, man. Trust me, Etra, don't trip, man. But yeah, that'll be cool. You go get a physical as well. But I don't want nobody to think I'm ungrateful. I ain't ungrateful at all. I appreciate that, bro. That's your hard-earned money. You got up and you work for your bread, and you want to make sure that you spend your money the way you want to spend it. So I'm thankful, bro. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Captain No Hook says, have you ever met Slug from Atmosphere? Man, that's a really good question, man. I did meet Slug. I met Slug from Atmosphere. It's crazy because I had heard years and years back that that Slug had said some favorable things about me and my music, that he liked my music, you know, and I was very appreciative of that, because I wasn't familiar with Atmosphere. I went and listened to some of his stuff, and I was like, yeah, he's nice. So fast forward, 2017, Hurricane Harvey hits Houston and told Houston a new one, right? Hurricane Harvey hit and just messed us up down here, right? So Immortal Technique called me and said, hey man, I heard about the hurricane down there. I want to do a benefit concert to try to raise money and donate all of the money to various charities and organizations for hurricane relief, right? So I was like, yeah, cool. He said, I want you to be on it. So we didn't do the show in Houston, of course, because Houston was tore up. So he set the show up in San Antonio. On the bill, it was Immortal Technique, Chino XL, Slug from Atmosphere, Brother Ali, and me. It may have been somebody else that I'm not remembering, but that was who I remember. And I didn't see Slug's set in the midst of all the chaos and me walking around and doing whatever it is I was doing. But on the way out, I was getting ready to leave for the night. I was walking out, and anybody that know me, y'all know, man, I don't come in back doors, and I might come in the back door, but I don't slip out after the show where you got to hurry up and cover my head and get me to the limo. And, you know, man, I walk right out the door with everybody else. So guy walks up to me. I didn't know who he was. Walks up to me, introduces him, man, hey, man, I'm Slug. So I'm like, oh, cool. He said, man, and we took a picture together. You know, I never saw the picture, but we took a picture together that night after the show, and that was the time that we met. So that's a cool question, man. Sorry I took so long to answer the question, man. I'm getting to that point in my life. I'm at that age where you ask me a question, I answer in a story. I know that could be annoying for some of them. Man, just answer the question. Hey man, so whatever happened that have you ever such and such? Well, let me tell you about that. See, back in 1982, right? I was walking home from the corner store. I'm at that age now, y'all. What's up, Jesse? Out there in Denver, Colorado. Yeah. Christopher Heaps, Anna Monarchy. Heather Deluxe up in this thing. Tamika Wood says, happy 2024. God's peace to all of y'all. I wish all of y'all God's peace in the new year. You can't get a better gift than God's peace. Heather said, Heathen Deluxe. I'm talking about Heather Deluxe. My bad. Heathen Deluxe. What's your favorite SPC album that's not yours? Ooh, that's a really good question. Well, you got South Park Psycho from Gangsta Nip. Gangsta Nip's first album. Wow. Amazing. So, yeah, that probably would be my favorite one. With Point Blank's Mad at the World. Oh man, the first Terrorist album. It's a lot, man. It's hard to say, man. Klondike Cat, the Lyrical Lion album. But that South Park Psycho, man. Is that Z? Man, I can never say your name. I'm just gonna start calling you Z, man. It's Nijiroko. He says save it for the book. I'm getting ready to write a new book. it's been a while since I've been able to think of what to write about, but I am gonna write a new book. I'm gonna start working on a new book right now. I got a little premise I'm thinking about, but it might require some research. How did he get the name? Get what name? What, Bryson? How did who get what name? Did it have to do with Wicked Texas? Oh, you mean Wicked Cricket? I don't know how Wicked got his name. I don't know. That's something I never asked him. KO, what's up, Chaosity? My brother, what's up, man? SPC2G is in the building, man. Chaosity. Hey, man, I thought I was gonna see you at the SLM Awards. I know Scout Boys is your second home. I popped through that night. I slipped in that night, and I asked a few people. I've seen Chris. I asked a few people about you, man. My brother KO, South Park Coalition, second generation in the building, man. Captain No Hook, in the song The Ghost Maker, what do you say before you say, my bad, I said that line? It's two variations of that line. I got to remember which one. It was two ways I wrote that line. So I said it one way on one and one way on the other one, but I can't remember. This is what you do when you listen to that line. Whatever I said, just go back and say each word in reverse, and I said the line in the opposite direction. Yeah. Rod Knox, what do you think about Toby? I can't say Toby's last name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. Toby is dope. Original, in his own lane, creative. He's dope. Doesn't try to, he has no traces of imitation of any other artist that I've heard. He's got his own thing, comfortable in his lane, and he's like carving out a lane. Videos are very original and beautiful, man. He's a great artist, a great artist. EA Ski said, EA Ski gave his brother some love, man. Salute to EA Ski, man. Man, love don't ever get old, bro. Jovan said there are also professional gatekeepers too, who will ignorantly try to denounce the artist because of their overall content and subject matter. That's an unqualified opinion. I agree. I agree. It's gatekeepers on all levels, man. That's the new phrase now, gatekeepers. It's gatekeepers on all levels. It's gatekeepers in college. It's gatekeepers in high school. You know how you have hierarchies in classes, in school and social settings? Like, these are the popular kids. These are the important. It's gatekeepers in that. They're going to keep certain people out of the circles, and it just goes all the way up a scale. Lindsay, who pissed Cat Williams off? A lot of people, clearly. A lot of people made Cat Williams upset. And man, look, man, it's amazing. I saw that interview, right? But I tried to study other aspects of it, you know. See, that interview, you have to parse that interview. You have to really break that interview down and study it and go through it, because it's so layered, it's so detailed, and he talks about so much stuff. I was looking at the views, and I tried to go back into Shannon Sharp's videos and interviews that he'd done on his podcast, and to see what was the highest viewed video up until that point, because I knew Cat was gonna smash it. And at the time, I looked at it, I was checking that Cat Williams had 3.7 million views in like 12 hours. It wasn't even a full day yet. He was already at 3.7 million. So I went back and I saw that up until that point, the highest viewed video that I had saw on Club Shay Shay was 8.9. I think that was Steve Harvey, right? I looked at the Cat Williams today. That boy was at 13. I don't know where it's at now, but it was at 13 million in like 24 hours, like a day, a little bit over a day. So when you have that kind of pull and magnetism and that kind of attraction where people want to hear what you're saying, mixed in with the I guess the controversial aspect of it, because of course people like to hear when somebody's going in on somebody else. That like really attracts people out. People like confrontation. But I think there was way more other aspects of that interview that caught people's attention and attracted people to the interview, besides the confrontational aspect, the part that he was going in on people, because he said some really, really profound things in that interview, and he said a lot of things about the industry, just the industry aspect of it all, and how those individuals that he mentioned, how it relates to their relationship with the industry and vice versa, and how he distanced himself from that and didn't participate in that. It's over 20 million now, Jesse. 20 million? I saw 11. I mean, I saw KO put 11. I saw 13 with my own eyes. So we talking about 20 in a day, and over 36 hours, I guess. That's amazing, man. That's strong. And what was even stronger is that if a popular artist releases a song, right, it might get to 20 million. If Beyonce puts out a new video tonight, it might have 20 million views in a day and a half. But that's a 4-minute song. And a 4-minute song, or a song is something that, if you like the song, you may have already listened to it 45 times. You and 20,000 other people may have listened to it over and over again. So those 20 million views don't necessarily mean that 20 million people, individual people, viewed that song. In the case of an interview like that Cat Williams interview, it's 2 hours long. So like I said, you got to parse it. So there may be people who have watched it 2 or 3 times, but that's not likely for the average person. The average person just watched it that one time, but that's 2 hours. So for it to be at 20 million views, you got to at least say 19 million of them are individuals. You may have 1 million people that have watched it over and over again, 2 or 2 times. That's strong, man, because our attention spans don't normally dictate us sitting in front of something, watching it for 2 hours. If a movie don't catch me in 10 minutes, I'm done. We sitting watching a movie, okay? In my mind, I'm watching them. I start out watching movies like this. I'm already skeptical. I start movies like this. Somebody better get pushed off a building fast. A car better blow up real soon. Because if this movie stays on this boring track that it's on, I'm out. 2 hours and 46 minutes long, Rick. Hey, man. Salute, bro. I got 64 people in my live stream. Some of y'all might check out in a few minutes. Try to tell you, bro. Yeah. And they have they've broken it down into sections. Well, you know how we do it. I got a podcast. I try to follow the template as well. Certain sections that you feel like might be interesting to people. You take that little 5-minute piece and make it its own video. You take this little 8-minute piece, make it its own video. If people don't want to watch the whole thing, they just want to get right to the point where he was talking about Weinstein. You want to get right to the point where he was talking about, they'll chop that up. Yeah. All good, man. I even made a video about it. And the thing is, bro, my angle was based around just knowing how it feels to be free. Man, that's a beautiful feeling, bro. And to me, I can't speak for y'all. Y'all can take it how y'all want to take it. I just felt like I was listening to a free black man talking. Now, is he in the industry? Yeah, he's in the industry, but not to the extent that a lot of those other brothers and sisters that he mentioned are in the industry. He's not tied in. He's not in bed, no pun intended, with the industry the way that a lot of our brothers and sisters are in bed. So he has a certain freedom that gives him the power to speak on things, that gives him the backbone to say certain things, because he knows that he ain't got no skeletons that they can pull out on him. They don't have no footage of him at the party getting smashed by some dude. They don't have no incriminating evidence or information that could jam him up later, that could boomerang on him later and put him in a bad way, or there's something that they could hold over his head to keep him in line. They don't have it on him. So there's a freedom that comes with that, to where I can say what I want to say. I can talk about Epstein, Weinstein, this guy, that guy. I can say what I want to say. This executive, this whatever. Because I never rocked with y'all in the first place. See? So if I never rocked with y'all in the first place, you might have tried it with me, but you didn't succeed with me. You succeeded with him. He let you do it. I didn't let you do it. And I still have been able to eat. Because, again, like I said in the video, it's something that we all got to understand as we travel through life. If God is with you, can't nobody be against you. So you can have power over the industry, and you can be the owner of the label. You can be the CEO of the corporation and the company. You can be a shot caller from the top of the mountain and say who gets this part, who gets this contract, who gets this, and you can say who don't get. You can say, hey, nobody worked with him. Nobody worked with her. That's cool. That's your right. You got that power. You got that power. But just like I said, going back to that core following, those live hard supporters that I just talked about, he got that. He got a core that can't be controlled by heads of industry. He got a core that they can't dictate to them, hey, don't mess with Cat Williams no more. Dude, I live in Houston, Texas, man. I'm from South Park, dude. You don't have no power over me. I'm in New York. I live in the Bronx. You ain't got no power over me. I'm a regular dude. I get up and work. I'm from Cali, dude. I get up and go to my job. You don't have no power over me. If I want to listen to Cat Williams, if I want to listen to this rapper, if he puts together an independent movie, if he puts out a record on an independent label, he creates a website, which you can't stop. He creates a website and he attracts people to his website. You can kick him off your platforms, but it's going to always be a way that he can promote his thing, get his thing going. Somebody going to give him a microphone. Somebody going to give him a platform that's going to let all of us know this is where he is. And whoom, we're all going to converge. They can't stop that. The power is in the people. But those of us who take that sellout route, we think and feel that the only way for us to be successful, it has to go through the big dogs. And there's some truth in that when you look at it from the standpoint and say, well, you know, if you want to get into this certain echelon, this club, okay, I want to get to where my net worth is 200 million and up. Yeah, you got to go through them. But what are you giving up to go through them? What are you giving up? Open topic, man. Raz Amin, what's going on, brother? Is that Indab? I can't even say that name. Indabizeno. I can't say it. I'll mispronounce your name, I know. Duke says, did you ever do anything with Raheem the Vigilante? No, we never did any music together. Me and Raheem in the early days, we was rivals. we didn't like each other very much in the beginning. Me and Raheem had a few clashes in those early days. But I can smile now and laugh now because it's just funny, man. Like we just the last time we talked to each other, we just laugh and we super cool because that was just the old days. I love Raheem. Man. But yeah, in them early days, yeah, we weren't gonna do no music together back in the 80s. Probably even up into the 90s. We weren't doing no music together. But now I would love to see Raheem now. Yeah. I heard he's back on the East Coast now. Brandon says, we don't look for those edits. I feel the shorts can potentially change the content or perspective of the video and what they were talking about. Then when I see the real source is different. Yeah, I agree to a degree. Sometimes, you know, for the people with short attention spans, they make those little short clips and the super shorts. But I mean like the 5, 6, 7, 8 minute clips, because if I just want to hit a part about where he said this, I may not want to have to watch the whole video or dig through the whole video to try to find it. I can go straight to that and just catch that, because for some, maybe that's the only part that they really interested in. They might not even want to hear the whole thing. So I get what you're saying, though. Yeah. The only thing that was weird to me in that interview was how he kept rubbing his knees. Well, body language it's a real thing. You know, people can kind of try to extract or detect different things through people's body language. And different gestures can mean different things, you know, like, you know how people joke around and say, Every time he pulls on his ear like this, he lying. He getting ready to tell a lie. Hey man, where was you at yesterday? Huh? I was at work. You know, just different things. But sometimes it can reflect excitement. You know, certain things you do. You know, some people talking like, yeah, man, I'm telling you, man, I'm getting ready. We're getting ready to go. We got a big game tomorrow. We got, you know, that you exemplifying a body language that means something else. You know, keep in mind they were drinking because that's part of, you know, they were drinking. So alcohol, to my understanding, makes you it opens you up, it loosens you up. It's like truth serum. But some people rub their knees. You know, he might have been. We don't know the reason why he was rubbing his knees, or if it reflected anything else. You know, but I saw that, but I didn't read too much. I didn't read in too much into it, or look at it as being something that was weird. What's up, Quay Shaka? How you doing? Hey man, I want y'all to if you have not already, subscribe to my podcast, the Underground Dialogue Podcast, where the name speaks for itself. Man, we got some explosive episodes coming up. Whew. Y'all haven't watched the Lil O episode. I saw the views, so I know y'all haven't watched it. But we got some explosive episodes coming up. This next one that's getting ready to drop with the homie Smackwater on there. Y'all gonna think me and Smack ain't even friends. And we are. But y'all go subscribe to my podcast channel. Check it out. All right. Christopher Heap says, and decisions have consequences and repercussions. Death's Head, what's going on, my brother? All right. Open topic, man. So y'all tell me what y'all thinking. Any questions y'all might have for me. This is the night. A lot of those times where y'all where I do it, where I could be talking about World War II. Tonight we're going to talk about everything World War II. And then people come on there asking me stuff that ask me about the universe soul circles or something. I'm like, come on, man. Now tonight is the night. You want to ask me about the universe soul circles? Let's get it. I saw somebody in one of my comments talking about I dodged one of their questions or something like that. I forgot what video it was, but I just happened to scroll down and somebody put in one of the comments, yeah, I was on his live stream and he ducking and dodging my question. I asked him about, dude, it's only 2 or 3 ways that I'm gonna not answer your question. I didn't see it, I saw it, and I felt like it was not worthy of me answering, or it was something that, in my opinion, I may have felt like you was trolling me. I don't know. You know, if I saw your question, and if it was something that I didn't know the answer to, then I would have said, well, yeah, I see your question, but I don't know. But I guess I would dodge a question. I wouldn't even call it. I will ignore a question, but it wasn't for the reasons that he was trying to say it. I ducked or ignored the question. Because what's going to happen if what's going to happen if I choose to? Why would I be scared of your question? I'm confused about that. So what reason do I have to? Look what he asked me. People give themselves way too much credit a lot of times. Sometimes people give themselves way too much credit, way too much power. Like who are you for me to be worried about your question? I'm gonna either answer it, or either I didn't see it, or I'm gonna look at it and be like, in my mind, I'm like, don't worry about that, you know. Hold on, man. Phantom Face. Where you been, man? Phantom Face Final is in the building. I mean, Taylor says, out of all the albums you created, which album and song is your most favorite? Y'all know I used to always say Annihilation, the Evil Machine. I'm kind of swaying away from that one, though. I'm gonna have to do a reevaluation. I mean, I gotta do a reevaluation. I will have the name of my favorite album next time y'all see me. I don't care if it's tomorrow or next week, because I don't know. So far, I've been saying Annihilation. And you say I can't say what my favorite song is. I have no clue. No clue. I say this all the time. You got to break it down in categories. My favorite lyrical song, political song, storytelling song. What? I have no clue. It's a lot of them. Rod Knox says, I'm a single father of 3. Should I put their mom on child support? Do you got custody of the children? You have custody of the children, I'm assuming, right, Rod? If I'm going to assume that, hey, Ben, I see you in the building. Tragic is in the building, man. This guy right here, he's in the chat, man. 11th Hour Entertainment, the producer of the 7-hour block, the album that y'all should be going on the website to purchase right now. Hey, check it out, B. Jesse said, what are your thoughts on the Epstein Island guest list being released? Say, Jesse, that's an inside thing between me and Tragic for you to ask about the Epstein Island guest list. I mean, to answer your question though, have you seen the list? I saw a list that people said was the list, but it came out before the list was said to be coming out. So I don't know. All I can say, brother, is that, I mean, I would assume that's a list that you do not want your name on. That's what I would say. That's a list that you do not want your name on, because of what it implies, because of what it would categorize you as, because of what questions would follow you, what questions would be presented to you as a, why were you there with him? So, but back to Rod Knox. Let me see. KO, what's the song we did? That last letter? How do I remember that? I never remember. Certain songs I remember, but certain songs I don't. But this is what I'll say to you, Rod, because I have talked in my days, I've talked several women out of, I've talked about child support with certain female friends of mine, right? Or females that I knew that were considering putting child support on a guy. And I've been able to talk some of them out of doing it only because of what their reasons for doing it would have been. Your reason for filing child support on a guy, I'm gonna get to you, Rod. I'm getting there. Just stay with me. Shouldn't be because he broke up with you. Shouldn't be because he broke up with you. Now he's with his new woman, his new wife, and they're happy. Shouldn't be behind some petty like that. And shouldn't be because you want to get back at him and he's down at the moment. He ain't working. He ain't got no money. So I'm going to hit him with it. He ain't going to be able to pay it. And where we at, they'll lock you up. You're locked up for 6 months or something like that, where you really can't pay it. You behind, back pay, all kind of dynamics involved in that whole child support thing, right? So if that's a woman's reason, I always say, no, don't do that. Is he trying on some level? Well, yeah, he brings the 200 here. He brings some. Okay, is he trying? Is he a bad guy? No, he's not really a bad. Okay, well, give him a chance. Don't do him like that. Right. So I would give the same advice to you. If you have custody of your children, right, and you're not hurting, you are taking care. You good. They not wanting for nothing. You're able to provide for them. It's not a strain to where you don't know what you're going to do. I wouldn't do it. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. Now, if it's a situation where it's like, man, she just don't want to do nothing, man. She being trifling. She won't bring nothing to the table. I'm struggling. These are her children too. Same like what a lot of women go through. You still have to kind of think through that, because you could put it on her, but what if she still ain't, because she may be trifling, she not in the position to pay it? You're still not gonna get it. A lot of people have filed child support on people, but they didn't get it. Dude be like, I'd rather go to jail. So if my children are taken care of, if I got it, man, if they're fine, I wouldn't do it. And that's just me. I'm not telling you what to not do, but I wouldn't. I'd be like, man, I'm not gonna even worry about it. I would try to keep the emphasis on her to like, look, man, try to be a presence for those children. But be a presence. You do something for them. What place is she in her life? He either said most child support is vindictive. Yeah, exactly. But that works against a lot of people, because if you're being vindictive, if you're trying to file child support with a vindictive spirit on a person who, I'm going to say a dude, because most people play child support are guys, right? So you got a guy, he bringing you average 700-800 a month. He breaking bread, just regular money. Like, hey, here's 200. Then he come back a week and a half later, hey, here go 300 more. By the time that month passed, he done dropped 800 plus some clothes, plus a pair of tennis shoes, plus this. So just unofficially, he breaking way more bread. So then y'all have an issue. You file child support on him, and then the child support people say he's only obligated now to give you $350. You took the loss. So he like, yeah. That's why, like I've said, I got homies who filed on themselves. I know people who have filed child support on themselves to basically say, if you want to play the game, okay, so since you want to do me like this, you know that I take care of mine, I do right by mine, and I give you way more money. I give you enough money to take care of the child, and knowing that you pocket some of that for yourself, but you still want to do this and try to threaten me with that. And they know the game. See, a lot of guys know the game. They're like, oh, trust me, they're not going to award you more a month than what I provide for you already. You're going to take an L. And I've seen dudes do that and be like, I ain't paying no more than what the judge told me to pay. Take an L. They took that L. I've seen it. This ain't something I heard. This is something I know. See? So, but like I say, Rod, if you got it, bro, if you fine, I wouldn't do it. But I would stay on her like, hey, I could. Because you don't want people to relax to feel like they don't have to do nothing, man. Yeah. Chris Shipe says, I had a coworker from Florida who went to school with a bunch of girls who would go over to that Epstein guy's mansion and hang out and stuff, drinking with the rich guy. Wow. Wow. That's strong. What are your thoughts on Billboard magazine naming Dr. Dre the greatest hip hop producer of all time? For once, I agree with Billboard magazine. I think that Dr. Dre is the greatest uh, producer in hip hop history. Now, there's been speculations that Dre didn't produce all the tracks that he got credit for. He had a production team and all that. I don't know how deep that rabbit hole goes, but I know a lot of that stuff he did produce, and some of my favorite. I have always said if it was one producer that I could just pick to produce a whole album for me in history, it would be Dr. Dre. So, yeah. Rod says that's why I haven't, because they straight. Yeah, if they straight, don't let nobody get in your ear, and no matter where she may be at right now, or you know, let her have her visitations and all that. Make sure you do everything right. Make sure you ain't the petty one, because if it ever comes to a head, you want to make sure that you got the receipts of I've done everything right. You're not gonna be able to say I didn't do this or I didn't do that. And we don't want to keep feeding into that machine. Child support, the whole child support structure, the system itself, it has nothing to do with the child, with the children. Nothing to do. The state constructed this whole construct that's known as child support in order to uh, put money in the state's pocket. That's why the state always likes to urge a lot of women to file child support on guys. Even times where the women are like, oh, I don't want to do it. They get mad. They get mad when there's a woman who has already filed child support, and for whatever reason she decides to lift it. Like, I'm going to take him off the child support. Boy, they hate that. Ooh, they hate that. They do not like that, because it takes money out of their pocket. See, when that guy pays child support, or when that woman pays child support, the state gets a cut. They get a piece of the action. It's not like they just so holy and righteous. Here's the money. They get a piece of that. So add up all of the dudes that's paying child support all around throughout the United States of America. Now, if you're in another country, I'd love to know how that child support thing works in different countries. But in the United States of America, just think of the accumulation of all the different. Well, how many men do you think there may be a statistic that an actual statistic? How many people in the United States of America currently are on child support or paying child support? What would be your guess, y'all? What, a million? I don't know. I have no clue. I give y'all times. Maybe somebody can look that up. Righteous whipping stick. I got so much support debt, it's crazy. Tricked me into the kid. My ignorant believed her BS. Long-term mistake, though. I love my daughter. I don't see her. Man, I got this so bad, and she believes. Well, let me say this, because, and I don't know your situation. I'm just listening to your side of the story, but I've seen situations where one parent would turn a child against the other parent when that child is young. and don't know no better. But when that child gets older, that child comes back around, because when they get older and their understanding starts to kick in, or their curiosity starts to, well, man, you know, I want a relationship with my father. I want to know who my dad is. And what happens too, sometimes they start to see certain ways about their mother that they don't like, and they start to put two and two together. I'm like, well, you said all this, you be saying all this stuff about my daddy. I don't know necessarily if you was always in the right. So it makes them want to seek you out, because they I seen it. Trust me, I seen it. So, you know, I pray that that situation can come full circle to where, you know, your daughter will not have a bad relationship with her mother, but will get to a point where her curiosity makes her say, man, I need my dad in my life, you know. And for whatever situation you might be in debt or might not be able to pay, you know, hopefully that'll rectify. You can rectify that situation, and and be able to see your child, because that's a tough thing when money can break up families, whether you got it or not. So you can have money and it can break up a family, but the lack of it, or somebody feeling like you should give it and you don't give it, that could break it up too. I just don't believe. That's what I'm saying with Rod. Like, I don't believe that money should be a reason why um, a child should be deprived of the natural right to have both his or her parents in their life. It shouldn't be about, well, he ain't gave me no money, so he ain't gonna see his child. He ain't gonna see his son. The only way I would condone a parent not being able to spend time with their child or whatever is if the parent is thrown off, like, dude, nah, bro, you crazy, you messed up, you might do something, you ain't right, I can't leave my baby with you. It gotta be something like that. But if he's just a regular dude, he trying, or he down right now, but he wants to see his child, he wants to spend time, man, you know, give her that, give her that, give him that. Phantom Face said they'll take your license and your privileges too. Yeah, they doing that now. Passport, you can't get a passport. Wow. Open topic, y'all. Let me catch up. Chris says parents should never demonize the other to the children. Yeah. I mean, and you got to be careful when you do that, because, like I said, if you got that mad spirit in your heart behind the relationship, you still mad that the relationship with that person ended. So you saying all this foul stuff about that person to that child, to their child, man, you gotta be careful with that, because the child might get to the point of, man, I'm tired of you talking about my daddy like that all the time. I love my dad. I might love my daddy. I might love my mama. You don't do that. And what if the things you saying about that parent to that child is true, right? Number one, if it's a child, they shouldn't even be privy to that information. Well, let me just tell you about your daddy. Your daddy is a dope head. Your daddy don't like to do nothing but chase hoes. She still hurt. So she just gonna, your daddy a hoe. Like, ooh, you don't say that to a 6-year-old. So just say everything you saying about the other parent, just say it's true. Now you form this image of the parent, but then what if that parent changes and becomes somebody, get their life together and fix that up? See? Now you're gonna look crazy when that connection between the parent and that child comes about, and and he shoots straight and say, well, yeah, I was everything your mother said that I was that, but I got myself together. I wanted to be in your life, and you know, your child will have resentment for you. We should try to not even like argue. I ain't talking about people that are not together no more, and he's over there, she's over there, and we having child support. I'm talking about even if you live in the same household, y'all married, y'all together, you should try to not even argue with each other in front of your children. Now, everybody's done it because anger and emotions, boy, is a monster. But you should try to make sure that you are with a partner that understands that, look, no matter how mad we get with each other, no matter how hard we funking with each other, let's make a pact that we will never do this in front of little Junior over there. We're not gonna ever do. We don't ever want him to see us doing that. But it happens every day. Is that V1? Who are your top 5 producers that you know personally? Well, one of them is on here now. My homie Tragic moved up into the top 5 real fast. You got Dope E, my South Park Coalition brother. Let's see. I guess I'll go back in the day. Oh, my homie Swift, Big Swift. Big Swift is one of the dopest producers out of H-Town that I know. Mike B. What's that, 4? I know somebody I'm forgetting. Harvey Love. That's 5. Icy Hot, thank you. Definitely Icy Hot. Solo. I know you said 5, but the people I know personally, there's still somebody I'm forgetting. Definitely somebody I'm forgetting. But, you know, a lot of people that I work with, you know, just on my album, like Supreme, South Beats, Young Pro. Who else? All the producers. Dollar Bill. My boy Doc, can't forget my boy Dollar Bill. He definitely top 5. Definitely top 5. Dollar Bill. He in my top 5 for sure. Jaime, look at Jaime. You know what I'm saying? Come on, B. What's up, Beezy? Yeah. So, I mean, Filero. But yeah, Dopey, Dollar Bill, Tragic, Swift, Supreme, Icy. Yeah, you know, come on, man. Yeah. Who did the beat? Oh, my boy DLP. Who did the beat for your song Money? That's DLP. That's another one. Man, I work with so many people, man. I'll forget. You always get in trouble when you start naming names. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm glad. Hey, look, y'all, let me say something real quick. Thank you, man. On all my videos, all of a sudden, it's this little thing that say the K-Rino store, right? Little merch bar thing that's over on all my. I don't know how they got up there. I don't know how to get it off. I just want to give everybody a warning. Don't buy nothing from that. Any one of my recent videos, you'll see it. It has 2 albums. It has the Maven album, and it has another one I can't remember. And it has like the K-Rino store or something like that. Do not buy anything from that. I don't know what it is, bro. Man, Crow, man, no. Don't buy anything from that. And it's funny because YouTube be policing everything else that go on my channel, but they will not take that thing down. They will not get that off. If I sneeze, YouTube like ready to give you a strike. But for some reason, every video I make, and I can't even explain how that even, who put that up there? Somebody actively applied that to my channel. But I'm telling you right now, you'll see it. You'll probably see it on this video once it's done. Don't buy anything from that. Flag it. If I guess if everybody flags it or something, I don't know. Man, I'm not privy to all that of not knowing how to even attack that. I don't know. The big brother ain't on that like that. But I can say it's fake. Don't buy nothing. If it don't say South Park Coalition site.net, do not purchase from it. If it's not one of the digital sites like the iTunes and the Amazon, it's the North, that's cool. That merch bar over on all my videos on YouTube, do not support it. Don't give it a dime. I hope nobody has got caught up. Yeah, it is a scam. It ain't no I think it's a scam. It's absolutely a scam. It's absolutely a scam. And like I said, YouTube won't even deal with it, won't take it off. I sent the little complaint thing or whatever. They won't take that off, but let me say the wrong thing in one of these videos. Y'all won't see me for a week or two. But y'all won't take that off. Crazy, man. Backwards. Man, I'm glad you brought that up, V1. I forgot about it. I meant to make a whole video. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make an entire video about that. I'm gonna make an entire video about that. Look, y'all. That's where you get my music from. I just put the site in the chat. B, I know you joking. Look, you mess around and buy something from that fake merch bar if you want to. You're gonna come home and it's gonna be a moving truck in front of your house taking all your furniture out. You buy something off that site if you want to. You're gonna go to a restaurant and your credit card gonna get declined. Your credit card gonna get declined at Burger King. They done drained all your money out. You better not buy nothing off of there. You ain't gonna even be able to buy a burger from Burger King after they get through with you. I just put the website where you can order the real stuff from. This is the real stuff. You get it straight from us, straight from the source. Not no K-Rino store. It's nothing. It's no such thing as the K-Rino store. There's no such thing as that. YouTube. Hey, YouTube. While y'all waiting for me to say something else about something else, take that thing off my videos. Take that fake store off my videos. Come on, man. I don't know what happened to Optimo Radio. Gorilla Mike, what's going on? Appreciate that, Dan. I like the artwork on Annihilation too. Somebody did a review on Annihilation of Evil Machine, and they tried to crack on it. It's a goofy looking cartoon cover. They tried to crack on the Annihilation of Evil Machine cover. I like my cover. Shout out to my homie Ali, who did that cover back in the days. Say, oh, one Q2 say YouTube side hustling. Don't side hustle off me. Hey man, y'all gonna side hustle off the big boys. Why y'all side hustling off little old me? I ain't got it like that. Why y'all robbing robbing, the United States rob from the rich and give to the poor. Why y'all robbing from the poor and giving to the rich? I ain't got it like that. Don't be hustling off me. Come on, man. Go get it from Jeff Bezos. Go hustle Bill Gates. They won't even know it's gone. You could slick your cool million out of Bill Gates, and he won't even know it's gone. Go get Warren Buffett. Let me make it. Got a K-Rino store. I'm like, y'all, why y'all on my channel? That's one of the reasons. That's why I don't have a Wikipedia no more. I used to have a Wikipedia page. It was a legit Wikipedia page, but Wikipedia allows the public to go to certain pages and edit and add information, right? Like if there's new information that comes in that a knowledgeable contributor can contribute to a person's Wikipedia page, then you have the freedom to go in and add in information as long as it's factual. Somebody went on my Wikipedia page and started adding all kind of crazy stuff, man, just stupid, just trolled my Wikipedia page and put all kind of mess on there, and people just had free reign. People just coming in. I'm like, why me? Y'all don't do that to such and such page. It's like, why me? Y'all just decide y'all gonna just always want to attack the. Hey man, I'm a little fella in the game, man. I'm a little guy. I'm nobody of consequence. Why y'all picking on me? I'm just trying to walk home from school with I'm trying to walk to school with my lunchbox, minding my business. I just want to go to school. Here y'all come rushing me, shaking me down, flipping my pockets inside out. I just want to go to school. Why y'all picking on me? Go hit one of the big boys. Go punch him in the mouth. It's crazy. So ain't no K-Rino store. Yeah, let's talk about that. V1, I appreciate you, man. Glad you brought that up. I've been having it in my mind to mention, but I always forget. Anytime y'all go to any of my videos from here on out, y'all gonna see that thing on there. It's not legit. Let me see what we got. Kane says not enough room on Wikipedia for your album anyway. Yeah, but guess what, man? People was coming on there like anything I featured on, they were just putting it on there. So that like you got this long Wikipedia was like, nah, man, we gotta take this down. This is madness. People lying, putting stuff in my my bio, my paragraph, just making up all kind of like, man. Why y'all picking on me, man? Leave me alone. Let me make it, man. It's crazy. All right. Open topic, y'all. Open topic. Tonight, y'all tell me what's on y'all mind. Mitchie said, I know hustlers who collect info all day long with servers and websites. I told them recently not to play with fire. Yeah. Keep on. Yeah, keep on playing that music. Somebody gonna want to dance. You know what? I don't remember if I clicked on that merch bar or not. I was kind of scared. Like, I don't click on this thing and click on that thing and your whole computer screen go black. I don't remember. I may have clicked it though. I don't remember. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm gonna start letting people know. Underground Dialogue Podcast, y'all subscribe. We got 2 strong interviews coming up. We got one with Smackwater. Cake out, y'all. I can't say it like he said. And with Steve Fournier. Y'all don't know who Steve Fournier is, just like y'all didn't know who Mike Frost was. But Steve Fournier is a very important figure in the Houston hip hop scene from the early days, man. And I got a lot of history with him, and everybody who did music got a lot of history with Steve Fournier. That's another good interview that I think y'all would enjoy if y'all watch. Look, man, I can't get Cat Williams. I'm sorry, man. I can't get Cat Williams. I gotta accept the greats that I can get. I consider my guests to be greats just as well. Yeah. Yeah, man, it ain't gonna hurt Bill Gates if y'all stang him for about 2 milligrams. Visionary Craftsman says true work pays real. No worry about that. Cheating will get yourselves robbed. End of the day for sure. Yeah, man. Wise words. What's up, Brand Blue? Yeah. Yay. Open topic. Y'all drop y'all locations, man. KO says speak on the Houston is. The song, yeah, well, you know, KO, Houston is, it's a history lesson. That's all it is. It's a trip down memory lane for some, but for others, it's a history lesson because there are people who, I don't know if y'all saw the video when I did on the 50th anniversary hip hop with for Donnie Houston and Bun B. But the people who were in attendance that night were people who knew everything I was saying in that song because they lived it. That's why I did it. But there's another generation, there's a current generation right now that's from 20 years old, 25. They don't know nothing about a lot of the stuff I was talking about. So it's almost as if somebody from out of town hearing that song. If you live in Hartford, Connecticut somewhere, none of those references that I made in that song mean anything to you because it's localized. It's like speaking about your area, but it still has a place because there have been other rappers from other regions that have done the same thing, and they speak about their area and they popularize those landmarks and those things worldwide. They popularize those things through their music. So we wouldn't know about what Fat Burger is. We wouldn't know what Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles is if somebody on the West Coast didn't rap about it or talk about it. We wouldn't know what White Castle was if somebody in New York wouldn't rap. The Beastie Boys were rapping about White Castle back in the days, and we wouldn't. What's White Castle? We didn't know what that was. We didn't know about the bridge in Queens and there's certain landmarks that were in New York and different, because the rappers from that area that took pride in where they came, they rapped about their surroundings. They rapped about the club. They rapped about the fever. They talked about different clubs and different parks and places like that. So that's all I did in Houston is. But for somebody that's 19 years old, they don't know what I'm talking about, because a lot of the clubs I rapped about in that song, they don't exist no more. A lot of the people I talked about, they don't know who those people are. But it's history. Learn now. You get to know. Okay, okay, yeah, I heard about that. Okay, now, oh yeah, my brother used to go there. That's all it was. Yeah. Tell a quacker what's going on, man. Yeah. You say, why did I choose it for your reply on the 50 years? What you mean, KO? You say, why did I choose it for my reply? Oh, well, yeah, well, that's what it was. Because I felt like I say, based on who was in the crowd, y'all couldn't really see the audience. The audience was like a freaking who's who of H-Town history. It's like, man, from the beginning to the present, it's like, man, you look out there, it's like, whoa, that's Jazzy Red. It's like, whoa, that go Big Swift. It's like, man, that's Big Chief from Rap A Lot. Wow. Man, that's Flea, Street Military. Fifth Ward Boys in the crowd. I mean, just people. I'm just, man, it was amazing, bro. So in my mind, it would have done a disservice to just talk and to, well, I started rapping in '83, and I was listening to this song, and then one day I went. It's like I could have did that, and that's cool because I learned a lot from everybody that spoke. That I was like, yeah, I learned a lot. I learned a lot from people that I sat next to that I thought I knew about, and they said stuff. I'm hearing stuff that Willie D say and Faye say and Dal Scott, and I'm like, man, okay. But just for me, and I didn't even plan to do that. I didn't come there like, I knew I was on a panel, but I didn't come there saying, yeah, when I get up there, I'm gonna do that. That didn't hit me until it was time for me to talk. About two minutes before I knew it was time for me to talk, I knew I was next. And some just said, man, just spit the rap. Just spit the rap. Some just came to me and said it. And see, and the thing is, if had I just talked regular, it'd have been just boom, boom, on to the next. But the fact that I stepped out and just did something outside the box, that's I like to always use that example to people to don't be afraid to be different. Don't be afraid to be outside the box and just do it different from how everybody else is doing it, because that's what's gonna make you stand out. You want to send people home talking about something that concerns you in a good way. So, when I read comments and people say, oh man, that was the highlight of the night, I did my job. But if I would have and when that thought came to me to do that, if I would have aborted that thought and just been like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I'm just going on and just, nah, I never succeeded when I took that approach. Anytime I stepped out on a limb and did something that seemed like it was like outside of the box, it always works out. So now everybody named Mama flooding the freaking internet with that clip. If I'd have just talked, just been another dude that talked that night. Sometimes you got to step outside and do something different. Do it different. That's my whole career in a nutshell. I never signed with the big label. I never conformed. I never was like, I'm gonna make this song. Nah, I ain't gonna make that song. I always dared to do a song that nobody else would do, or cover a topic that nobody had covered. Use my imagination, not be afraid to use my imagination. Man, that's how you stand out. And a lot of times we get ideas that that come into our head like out of nowhere, right? I mean, it's like vivid. That's how you know the difference. You have ideas that just come out of nowhere, like, oh, like where'd that come from? And it's a strong urge that's telling you, man, do that, do that. And we get scared and like, do that? It's like, yeah, do that. And like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. And that's what you should have done. We all do it. I've rejected certain things, and then I look back like, man, I should have did it. I should have did it. Because you get worried, you make the mistake of feeling like, well, that's not what everybody else. That's not what everybody else did. Everybody else. Okay, that's the problem. Don't worry about what everybody else did. Step outside the box. Distinguish yourself. Separate yourself from the rest of the pack. In whatever way you can. There's nothing wrong with it. If as long as you're not disrespectful, as long as what you do ain't hurting nobody. I ain't saying do something crazy way to hurt somebody. I'm saying within your own creative realm. And guess what? It don't always work. But don't be scared to give it a shot. Man, I've done some things, man. Hey, look, man, like I say, a lot of the things that I just had an idea to do that just popped in my head, when most of the time, I would say 98% of the time when I tried it, when I just went in on faith to try it, it worked. Because people, for the most part, will gravitate towards and appreciate originality. They'll appreciate something that they not use. See, it could be a concert, and we all know, KO, you know how we've been to a billion shows. We've thrown our own shows. That's what we do. We put together shows, but sometimes we go to shows just to hang out, showcases, whatever it is. And if 15 people are performing that night, what you're not gonna remember all 15. It's gonna be one or two. It's gonna be one or two that stand out from the rest of the pack that you say, yeah. See, he was nice. Yeah, he did. Remember, KO? Remember the days, I mess with you all the time. Remember the days you used to jump on top of the speaker? Why do you think I still bring up the fact that back in the days when you perform, you used to climb on top of the speaker and be standing way up on top of the speaker performing, rapping? And you know why? Because everybody ain't getting on top of the speaker. You can't name too many cats that got up there on top of the speaker. Because I'm sure it was a time in your mind that some said you was on the stage and some said, man, I ought to get on top of that speaker. And instead of going, nah, I might fall. Nah, the club owner might get mad. Nah, the people might think I'm tripping, I'm crazy. You climbed up on that speaker. And when you got up there, people were like, oh, you don't talk to the speaker. Because the dude before you didn't do it. The dude after you didn't do it. I didn't do it. I'm not getting on top of the speaker. but you went outside the box. So somebody can drive home and say, man, that one dude climbed, man, he was way up on top of the speaker. See, that's why performance is so important, because you want to separate yourself. I don't want to come out there and do the same thing that the other 10 or 12 artists did. Hey, Lemmy, look at the lemon. I don't want to do the same thing everybody else did. I want people to go home talking about me. So when I did the rap at the 50-year thing, I ain't think about it. I'm not thinking what the response going to be the next day. I went home. I came home and made me something to eat. I'm not even thinking about it until I jump back online. And it's everywhere. Boom, boom, boom. Like, Bun B put it up on his page. Everybody, I'm like, whoa. Because I'm not thinking, I'm going to do this. And then everybody, I just did it. Some a strong thought said, man, do it. And I was like, okay. But if I would have rejected that, see, we'd be too scared to capitalize on our moment, bro. You don't get many moments. You're too scared to capitalize on it. If you're scared, that's in anything in life. You got to go for it, bro. You got to go for it. You don't get a lot of chances to show what you can do. And sometimes you win, sometimes you look, some things you try don't work. I can tell y'all some stories, man. I'll save it for my next book. Scared money don't make money. No risk, no reward. No nuts, no glory. Playing is safe, man. See, you can't say in one breath, man, I want to be this. I want to pop off. I want to be big. You can't say that in one breath, but then in the next breath, you playing it safe. You scared to take risk. Nah, you gonna forever be safe. See, and I'm not saying be stupid. I ain't saying be reckless. I'm just saying push the envelope. Don't be scared to be different. Be original. Well, they're gonna laugh at me. They're gonna laugh at you anyway, bro. Newsflash. They're gonna have something to say about you if you a billionaire. You know how many people hate LeBron James? People hate LeBron James. They do the basketball player. Mitchie, I appreciate the love, man. Thank you for the donation, my brother. This dude a basketball player, bro. Ain't never got no trouble. You ain't never heard the man's name in the news. He ain't never beat up his wife. They ain't never caught him at the dope house high. They ain't never got caught in no scandals or none of that type of stuff, man. Man, play basketball and people hate this dude. So that's just an example of like, it don't matter what goes on. I can't do nothing right. You're going to always have somebody, no matter how successful, no matter how hard you work, no matter how good you are, try to be, it's going to be somebody on the sideline like, man, look at her. She thinks she better than us because she, what? I'm just being me. I ain't thinking about you. Why are you mad at me? Why are you mad at me? I'm just being me. Come on, man. Open topic, y'all. Can't be scared, man. Scared money don't make money. Sometimes you got to take a risk. Every time I took a risk, not every time, I don't say every time, but you know, you're going to strike out sometime, bro. That's just what it is, bro. That's just what it is, man. But I told y'all a long time ago, the only thing that eats at me more than failing at something is not trying it in the first place. That bothers me more than anything. When I don't try, when I had in my mind to go for it and I don't, I come home thinking about like, man, I should have did. Because if you try and it don't work, okay, well, that's just a dynamic. Okay, well, you know what? I tried, it didn't work. But I can live with that. I can live with that because I can break it down. I can say, what did I do wrong? Okay, well, oh, you know what? Nah, it wasn't me. It was them. They did this. Oh, yeah. I can live with that, bro. I can't function when I feel like I didn't even give an effort. Because that's almost like punking out. In a way, it is punking out. It is like, because the reason why you didn't give the effort was what? You were scared of something. You were scared of rejection. You saw that girl, man. I like her. You see her every day at school. I like her. Ooh, she's so pretty. It's cute. No, I ain't gonna say that. She might have smiled at you one day. And you was, it's cute. I ain't gonna say that. And then you just played around and you played around and you played around and you played around. Didn't say nothing the whole school year. Then time to go to prom, she with another dude. You took too long. Took too long. What if she would have said no? What if she would have said yeah? Why the glass got to be half empty? Look at the glass as being half full. Stop being so negative. Hey, man, okay, go for it. I'm shooting the last shot. They done kick the ball to you wide open. That thing hit you right in your hand and you pass it back off. Why? I don't want to be the one to miss the shot and then we lose the game. What if you make the shot and y'all win the game? That's how I think. Shoot it. Shoot your shot. That's where that come from. That's where that term come from. Man, I'm going to shoot my shot. Yeah, shoot your shot. Can't do nothing to make a miss. Being scared. That's why we never fulfill our dreams. Because we don't go for it. We don't, I don't want to fail, man. Or what they going, I don't want to hear people's mouth if I don't do it. Why you worry about that? Don't focus on hearing people criticize you if you fail. Focus on seeing that bitter look on their face when you succeed. That's my motivation. Not gonna scare me. Let me catch up, man. Brand Blue say 24-second violation. Yeah, you done passed the ball off and the shot clock went off. Fool, shoot the ball. 11th hour. Ben say, if I did that, that would be no 7-hour block album. Yeah. Me and Tragic, we didn't know each other. He reached out. He shot a shot. Somebody would say, man, what if K-Rino cuss you out when you reach out to him, man? He's like, I ain't worried about that. Hey, man, come on, man. being so scary, man. Opposition builds character. I'm going to say that again. Matter of fact, I said that wrong. To confront opposition builds character. That's what it is, man. Anytime you shy away from opposition, you lose a part of yourself. Life is going to present obstacles to you. I hate when people go through life as if you're never supposed to run into an obstacle. That's life. It's not going to be no smooth. Bro, show me somebody who ever took a trip and the road was smooth the whole way. Maybe you know a side street that we don't know about. But anytime I took sometime it ain't even a long trip. You can go to the store and you ride and man, you run over a bump or a pothole. It ain't gonna be a smooth ride all the time. You're gonna be traveling and all of a sudden you going good and it's gonna start storming. The next thing you know, you got your windshield wiper and you try. It's sketchy now, and you get through it. And then okay, now we good now. It's never gonna be just a smooth ride all the way. But you gain the experience of going through the obstacles. You got to meet the opposition. You got to meet it and figure out how to beat it. But if you just lay around, it's always happening, you're done. It wins. Yeah, Adam and I don't know if that was Jordan. Somebody made that commercial say you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. Jordan said on the commercial, he talked about all the shots that he took, game-winning shots that he took that he missed. And he say, I failed over and over again, and that's why I succeed. He said he succeeds because of his failures. That's the truth. Because that's if you are a person who learns from your mistakes. Not cry about them, figure out, oh, what did I do wrong? Let me recalculate. Let me redo that formula again. Come on, man. Gotta figure it out. Losing ain't an option. What else? Somebody else. Was that Michael Jordan? Somebody said that. He said, I never lost a game. They said, well, you lose game. You lost a bunch of games. He said, no, I never lost a game. I just what? I just ran out of time. See, that's a cool way to look at it. Like, no, I ain't lose. I just ran out of time. Meaning that if we'd have played a little longer, I would have got you. The essence of War Hop says, somebody told me 4 months before I left prison from 99 months, never let temporary people leave permanent. And I'm sure you meant to say a permanent impression or a permanent scar or yeah, like temporary people are people, they're not even a consistent or lifelong fixture in your life. These are people that just in passing, you see them for a little while, like, I only knew this dude. I just know this dude from work. I just knew this dude from school. I just met this guy on the bus. And he say something to you that makes you feel like it just breaks your whole spirit down. I can't believe he said, man, dude ain't got no connection to you. And you let him or her Just break you down like that. And I don't care if it's a permanent person. You don't even let somebody that's permanent in your life, family member, or whoever, your brother, your cousin, your mama, you don't even let them impose a negative on you that leaves a permanent impression on you. Nah. Care who it is. My homie Christian Ibarra is in the building. No question about it. Greasy Garlic is in the house. This is open topic, man. Cookie Cruncher. Where you at, Cookie? There she goes. I was crunching some cookies. I bought me some chocolate chip cookies last night. I know. It's so good. And them cookies good. I know. I'm gonna go on a fast, y'all. I need a fast for like 3 days. Yeah. Casual P. Man, thank you, Casual P. I hope you bought the CDs. You say Audio Optics and 7-hour block. Hope you bought the CDs, man. Anytime somebody mention one of these albums, I'm doing a commercial. There we go. I need y'all to go buy the actual CDs, bro. We bring these physical copies back. Don't let these people who control the streaming and all that, they sticking it to us, man. You know what you get when you buy 7-hour block? You get a whole booklet, bro. You don't see this no more. You can't get this on Spotify. You will not get this on Spotify. It's like a bird flying away. You don't get this on Spotify, man. You got a full-on booklet, man. You can actually read this. While the album is playing, you're doing this. Oh, wow, okay. Oh, man, what studio they did this at? Oh, wow, that's the actual mic. That's the actual mic that I was rapping on right there. Okay, cool. Those are the headphones that I was wearing. This is not a prop. This is not just a fake picture. That's the mic that I did the album on right there. That's the mic. That's the headphones right there. That's a little stand that I'm supposed to put my paper on, but I hold my paper up, as y'all can see. Look, there's the mic again on the cover. They caught me out. Come on, man. Y'all don't get this on Spotify. Look, there's Tragic right there. 11th Hour Entertainment. Sitting next to the guitar. We didn't use the guitar, y'all. There's me with a confused look on my face. Like, hold on, let me figure out what I said right here. That look, I can tell you what that look means. That look means, let me look at it again. I can tell you exactly what I was thinking. That look means, man, let me look at this line again. What the hell did I write? Give me a second. Let me go over this real quick. See? Meanwhile, you reading all this, man. You reading all these credits about each song. You don't get this no more. They don't do this no more, man. That's the actual mixing board we did the album. This is not props. Don't get this no more, man. And we got vinyl on the way. When did the vinyl drop, Ben? Oh, man, watch out. Watch out, man. Joshi, what's going on? I always go back and forth, man. I gotta stop doing that. Stone said, I've always wondered how you print your material. What you mean? The CDs or the songs itself? What do you mean? Christian said we need more videos. We got videos coming. We got 3 videos for 7-hour block. We got 3 videos done. 3. So it's coming. You're right. We shoot a video tomorrow to one of the songs from the South Park Coalition album. So that'll be coming soon. We'll be shooting that video tomorrow. Cookie Cruncher said that the collab was beautiful. Appreciate that, Queen. Keep the collab with Tragic forever. That's what's up. We appreciate the appreciation. Telling you, man. Go get the album, man. That's the website. Go order a CD, man. I ain't got no CD player. So what? Go get it anyway. Go get it anyway. If someone forgetting to tell y'all, man, subscribe to the podcast channel. Smackwater interview drops this week. Casual P says, how about the cryogenic chamber song? Oh, Future Shock. Future Shock. Audio Optics, man. Produced by Tragic. I don't know what to say. Future Shock. People always ask me to do videos and songs like that. I couldn't do a video to Future Shock unless I just really had the budget in place or the situation in place to do it right. I can't halfway. That ain't one you can just I would need that got to be a movie. It got to be really, really done right. That's why a lot of my songs like that, you don't see visuals to it, because it wouldn't do it justice and it would mess it up. So, hey, man, y'all give me 11 more likes, man. Let's get to 100 likes. If y'all ain't hit the like button, go ahead and hit it. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus. Can you speak on grand deception and hidden agenda? I mean, in terms of what? I mean, those are songs that had information that I felt like needed to be revealed to the masses, of people who may not have known about all of that information that was in that song, in those songs. So the hidden agenda is the grand deception. We've been grand deceived because of a hidden agenda. Some of my older albums are available. They're all on the site. If you go on the site, Greasy Garlic, you'll see what we got. And I got 2 books, wrote 2 books. Right now, I'm just too lazy to reach behind me and grab them. Most everybody knew I had. Who didn't know I wrote 2 books? If y'all didn't know, if I get about 5 people that didn't know I had books, I'll pull them out. Commercialized hip hop is dead. I have a question about your fan base compared to the annihilation of the Evil Machine days compared to now. What's the question? What's the question? I mean, how do you get your albums pressed and distributed? I'm sure you have a budget for making all the fish. I mean, you know, they have what's called pressing plants, pressing company. They got them everywhere. So, you know, you just got to find a pressing plant where that replicates CDs and duplicates CDs. And basically all you do is send your master your artwork and they do their thing. You right. Phantom Face, you right. I'm sorry. Phantom Face said we not mentally or physically lazy. Stop being lazy, Kate. You right. It's my first book. I dropped this book during the pandemic. Life Lessons and Lyrics is available on the website. Second book, excuse all this plastic on it. Behind These Bars. And I'm not talking about prison bars, I'm talking about rap bars. This breaks down certain songs, certain lyrics, how to write, how to deal with writer's block, if you believe in that, all that, man. Dope books, man. All available on the site. Yeah. Nermac said I only knew of one. Yeah, well, you got to, it's two of them out. You got to go get both of them. Yeah. Who would I choose as my director? I mean, I don't necessarily mean literally that it would be a movie. I'm saying it would have to be like a movie. How long is that Future Shock song? I think it's about 7 or 8 minutes long. So it would have to be like a short film, man. It would have to be laid out, man. I couldn't half do that. Lindsay, what you crying about? Why are you crying, Lindsay? Lindsay, why are you crying? I need 2 more likes, man. Corporal Malcolm says, I remember hearing your music as a 9-year-old on the bus from school. I'm 24 now. Man, well, you grew up with your big brother. I appreciate that, Corporal. Appreciate that, man. I appreciate them likes too. It's live as long as the Cat Williams video interview. Yeah. I was able to do my bike video in a way. I made it work. All praise is due to Allah. OG Critic, where you at? What part of the world are you, OG Critic? I can tell you. Sometimes the shipping be jacked up. Sometimes I send stuff, it comes back. Let me know where you at. San Marcos? You haven't got it yet? Email me. Email me your address. I'll troubleshoot it and find out. Gracie said, do you perform anymore? Yeah, come on, man. That's what I do all the time. Yeah, send me an email, OG Critic. Your big brother gonna take care of you. Yeah, I perform all the time, man. I stay working. Yeah. Grand Deception put a lot of people on me, man. God is great. Okay, you was laughing, Linda. Okay, I thought you was crying. I ain't see the laughing next to it. Greasy, you caught that? See, well, I know who really be listening, man. Appreciate you, Casual. All good. All right, man. Get out y'all way. I got a long day tomorrow. Christian, what them Texans gonna do? What they gonna do, man? I'm scared. I'm nervous. I'm nervous, man. Somebody say something on here that's gonna make me feel a little more confident. Brand Blue say when? Ishmael says, was Cat Williams influenced by Farrakhan to tell the truth? Um, I would guess that to some degree, because he did mention that he has a relationship with Mr. Farrakhan, and you can't help but be motivated, inspired by just listening to the minister. If you listen with a pure heart, but if you are blessed to actually have a personal relationship with the minister, then I'm sure that he's dropped some jewels on Cat Williams that um, has given him a lot of motivation to stand on and speak truth to power. But that being said, I also believe that there are certain people who they have that spirit in them as well, you know, even without meeting the minister or knowing the minister, but meeting Minister Farrakhan, in my opinion, can absolutely bolster that, because sometimes we feel the way we feel and not know why we feel that way. And we like think we tripping because we standing on it and going in on the powers and everybody looking at us like we crazy. And then you see somebody like Farrakhan that been doing it before we was born, and he will reinforce to us that that is what we're supposed to be doing, and show you through his example and being the free man that he is, speaking without fear and still being successful because God backs him, because he isn't bowing down to the powers. Then yeah, so that's a great question. Yeah, yeah, who knows, man? Who knows? CJ a bad man. I just, man, there's something about the Colts, man. They always beat us, man. Some you go all the way back to Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck. The Colts always beat us when we really need to beat them, bro. T.Y. Hilton, and go back to Marvin Harrison, and it just, the Colts always beat us when we really need. And I'm just nervous, bro. I just feel like Gardner Minshew is gonna have just, I don't know, man. Somebody make me feel better about this, bro. Got a bad feeling. And we in they going to Indy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. We gonna win, Christian? I'm scared, bro. Ooh, they don't put us on national TV. Come on, bro. Appreciate you, Brandon. You already know, man. Salute my brother out there in Wisconsin. I heard about that Miami thing. I haven't looked at it. I don't buy this type of stuff. I'm not gonna even comment till I look at something on it. All right, Brand. I'm gonna take your word. Hey man, y'all be blessed, man. I appreciate y'all as usual. Peace and love.